And this is sort of going with the conversation we were having, because over the weekend, the new guy spent a lot of time doing damage control over the failure of Obamacare, his Obamacare replacement. And he cast a very wide net of people to blame of why it tanked. First, he blamed the Democrats. I don't know why he blamed them. They're just kind of going, what the hell?
We got over that
fast. And then he turned on the Republicans. Right. And on Saturday tweeted for people to watch Judge Jeanine, who had a specific target. Take a look.
Paul Ryan needs to step down as Speaker of the House. The reason? He failed to deliver the votes on his health care bill, the one trumpeted to repeal and replace Obamacare. This is not on President Trump. No one expected a businessman to completely understand the nuances, the complicated ins and outs of Washington and its legislative process.
So hilarious. Judge Dean is on, she's on Fox.
Yeah.
And I just wonder, does she not think the president is actually supposed to read the bill before it goes on?
No.
I don't think it's called the Ryan bill.
No.
It was
TrumpCare.
Well, it is TrumpCare. But so how does this work? I mean, this is part of the issue, I think. And this is not just an issue for Fox or ABC. It's for all of the networks. Because, of course, they all ushered in this period of Trump, you know, over 2 years and showed him that his sweetest and this and this. So now we got it.
Yeah. What bothers me about this is he tweets out, everybody watch Judge Jeanine, and then she calls for Paul Ryan to step down. And you see those sort of shenanigans in state-run television, right? You see that when there isn't a democracy. And he said, that, you know, the White House is now saying, it was just a coincidence.
Lies.
I mean, that's kind of odd that he tells everybody to watch this particular show. And I'm really troubled.
Maybe he forgot by that.
But remember when he said, I alone can fix this. I know more than the generals. And then, oh, what kind of bill is this again? It's so complicated. Oh, my God.
Well, when they said no one could expect someone to understand this, that's why you vote for a president. You do expect them to understand.
Well, he ran on this.
Exactly. The other problem
he ran on his business acumen.
The other problem
he ran on making deals. And it couldn't make a deal.
The other problem I have with this is that I did not like the health bill as Paul Ryan had it, but he did bring something to the table. The idea that just because he didn't get the votes and he should be gone now, what are the other suggestions? Like, you need people coming to the table with things. Clearly, he liked his bill. You know, I don't like the idea of whoever writes it, if it doesn't pass, then cut them off.
I know. What about this? What if we did this? What if we took... Okay, call me crazy. What if we took Obamacare and really went looking for the stuff that doesn't work and said, oh, you know, maybe we can take this out. And maybe, oh my gosh, maybe it's possible that we could keep something that didn't dump everybody and improve it, which is what you expect a president to do when they come in, is to improve something. What about that?
Don't you think that now he will be going to the Democrats with his tail between his legs and begging them to help?
No, he's moving on. I don't think
he's going to do.
Well, I agree with you first off about
the tax thing is going to be just as complicated because for some reason over my pay grade, I'll tell you right now, I don't understand. But if you don't fix Obamacare the way they want it, you can't do the tax thing either. There's a problem with one follows the other, and I don't know how.
I think that's true.
So they're going to have the same problem.
I think that's true.
I think they tried to do what you're suggesting. The problem is that the plan...
Jen, you know they didn't try.
No, what they did was, though, they presented it in a way that they did keep certain elements of Obamacare, but the problem was the way that they kept them, the costs for people were going to go up. So you had a segment of the caucus called the Freedom Caucus that looked at it and said, look, I promised my constituents that if we're going to get rid of this, we're going to usher in something that's going to be better. This wasn't it. So I'm glad that the Freedom Caucus didn't support this bad bill.
How many years did they have to fix this? And then they tried it in 16 days.
Look, it's on them.
They had 7 years to do it.
It's on them. I
It's
agree
on
with you
them.
Why is he blaming the
100%.
Democrats? Because if you think about it,
Because
they
who
control
else
the
is
House.
he going to blame himself?
The Republicans.
He should.
It's such a fractured
should.
party. Obama was able to pass the Affordable Care Act with no Republican support.
Right.
The Republicans were not able to pass their bill.
He should be.
But that's because
That's what he was doing. That's why.
Well,
No, but that's
think so.
because you have a
It's
segment.
fractured
You
party.
have a problem with the Republican Party. There's a segment of the party that wants to just pass something to look efficient, to look like, look, we got rid of this and we're better. And there's another segment of the party that's saying, no, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it better for
So
people.
it's
who
fractured.
legitimately
Then if
care.
that's true,
So
and you're talking about the moderates, I take it, in the Republican Party, then why did the
split.
moderates and the Freedom Caucus obstruct President Obama for the whole time he was in
Because they
office?
disagree with his
I
agenda.
thought you said they want to make it better.
They do,
You
but they
just
have a
said
different.
that.
They do want to make it better, but they have a different vision as to how to do
By on
that.
day one, Mitch McConnell saying, I'm going to obstruct this president? That's how they make it better? No.
Because they have their own way that they
please.
want
I
to
was
do
not born
things.
yesterday. No.
They do. They see it differently. They see it differently.
They only want to make it better when they're in
They want to do it through a free market approach,
Yeah.
but that's a very
They want,
small
no, can I
group of
say
the
one thing
Republican Party.
before we go? It's not that they want to do it through a free market approach. They want to do it so they can say, see, we got rid of Obamacare. And actually, you know what? And the problem with that is you're not taking a look at it in its entirety and saying, okay, everybody, let's figure this out together.
Yeah.
See, together.
I'm agreeing with you.
And so, for me, I just feel like, look, you know, as long as you show your ass to people, that's all they're going to see. I'm just letting you know, Mr. T. We'll be right back.